Alright, and a very good wet evening to everyone, and welcome to the penultimate race of season one here at FTR. And we're on Brazil, and it is raining. So this is going to be fun tonight. We've got 15 drivers on the grid, so hopefully everyone can just put the lap time in. Yeah, and just leave or basically just retire from the session so we can move on to Q2. So no cars in the drop zone during this session due to only 15 cars being on track. We have got T-Bone Swanepoel in here tonight as well, but none of his points will count for tonight. He's just getting a bit of practice in, so because he hasn't been playing the game much. But good evening and a warm welcome to everyone, and welcome to Brazil. I am alone in the comms box tonight, so you're going to have to get used to my voice, unfortunately, again. So let's see what time. I'm going to put some telemetry up for the cars. Right, so let's get some telemetry going there. And there we go. So currently it looks like everyone is on track except for T-Bone Swanepoel, Chili Willie, Cactus the Big, and Van Berkel too. So just to take you through the championship standings, as Aiden Nason goes very fast in sector one. He's got purple. Isitronic is retired from the session, not sure what's going on there. But yes, so the championship is heating up with only 2 races to go. We've got Warlock on top of the Drivers' Championship. He's leading fourth most by 5. And then we've got Saggy Fatface in third. He's trailing fourth most by 9 points. O'Connell trailing Saggy Fatface by 4. And he's on the same points differential as Leslie Sharp. And then we've got Chili for Willie, who's in 6th position, and he's trailing O'Connell and Leslie by 13. So really, any one of the 6 can still win the World Championship from a driver point of view. On the constructor side, we've got the Haas F1 team leading the way by 18 points from the Ferrari, which is Van Berger and Volkmeis. McLaren in third, just 15 points adrift, and then another 20 points adrift from them is the Alfa Romeo Racing team. So, yeah, really a 4-horse race there in terms of the Constructors' Championship. But with weather like this, anything is really possible. But we'll keep an eye out and let's see. So let's get one of our championship contestants, or O'Connell. He sets the fastest lap on a 1:18.951, followed by Saggy Fatface, Volkmeis. Aiden Nason has managed to put in a lap. Terence Ard has managed to put a lap in, as well as Warlock. And Tony just getting nicely out of the way there of the rest of the guys. Warlock in a Mercedes, in a McLaren. Just take note that T-Bone Swanepoel will not get any points for tonight, neither does the constructors. And that's due to him actually being a tier 1 driver, but he needs to get some practice in. He's been busy with school, and during the lockdown things were a bit difficult, so he's getting back into the swing of things. Okay, so O'Connell has set the time, and he's retired from the session. Saggy Fatface is currently, and I saw a car sideways there, not sure who that was. But let's stick on board with Van Berger. He's also put in a time, so how it works is everyone needs to set the time in order to go through to the next session, which will be Q2, and there it will be a 15-horse race, but only 10 spots available. Only 10 drivers will go through to Q3, Yeah, and if any of the drivers know what the weather's going to look like in the next couple of minutes in the qualifying sessions, please give us a shout on the channel so we can see what's going on. Welcome Jaco Nagel, he's saying good evening all, and let's go OQNL. So, if I'm not mistaken, Jaco is teaming up with OQNL in Season 2. So, yeah, so if you missed the tiers and who's gone where, it should be on our WhatsApp social group tomorrow. Currently the website is under construction, giving all the information of the drivers in. But a very pleasant tier 3, a very congested tier 2, which we try to make a plan with in order to accommodate tier 1 drivers, and then a very competitive tier 1 group of people. 2 registrations today of extremely fast drivers on the website, so they will be joining us. They will be added to all our... Oh, and as I say that, Sheldon has a big moment, and I see there's a Ferrari standing with only one wheel, and that looks like a Pandetta. So a bit too fast out of that corner. But yes, so we will make this public for the drivers by tomorrow, who's in what tiers, also my teammates. And website's currently under construction. We're hoping to have the website up and running by Thursday. Yes, and then tonight we've obviously got Brazil. We will also have a chat with the drivers and see, especially in tier 2, to see if we can't fit in a race this week again, trying to move season 2 forward. Tier 1 is on Wednesday night. Jaco currently having a very healthy lead in the World Championship there, followed by Paris 01. So it's going to be interesting to see what Jaco does on Wednesday evening in Brazil. So everyone has set the time. We're just waiting for Warlock to retire from the session, Aiden Nason to retire from the session, Titus, Cactus, Chili Willy. Yeah, so as soon as they set a respectable time, they will retire from the session so we can move on to Q2. No driver will fall out from the session unless obviously a fatal crash. So currently we've got Warlock into the pits. Hopefully he can retire from the session so we can move on. Aiden Nason is still on track. He probably just wants to get a bit of practice in. Chili for Willie also on track. He needs to set the time still. So let's see what the guys can come up with. And then we can move on to Q2 and let the fun start. So Chili for Willie does go over the line. He's currently in 10th position, just over 2.5 seconds away from the leader. But purely this is just to get times in to qualify for the next round. We're going to see what Aiden Nason is up to. He's invalidated this lap, so he's probably going to start on the next lap. Plenty of ERS for left wing. But very tricky conditions, obviously trying to keep these extremely fast cars on a damp track. Definitely intermediate tyre conditions, not wet, as I can have a look at the spray coming from the cars. So it's going to be interesting to see who's got wet setups, who doesn't. And Aiden Nason has decided, yeah, that's it. He's going to retire from the session. Good from him. They're just pulling off track, not getting in the way of anyone. Chili for Willie is still out. He's the only guy on track. So yeah, so let's hopefully Chili Willie will retire from the session, so we can move on to Q2. And as he ducks into the pits, I would think that is qualifying 1 scheme for us. A very slow Q1 due to no drivers losing their positions unless a fatal accident. So we'll see when we get to Q2 how many drivers is left, and then it's a fight out for the top 10, and then it's for bragging rights. So as you can see there, everyone has gone through. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's just wait for the drivers to ready up. Okay, as we go through, it seems like there's a couple of guys that did not put on the time in Q1. So there's only 10 drivers left. So if no silly mistakes and no one gets a wheel off, everyone in this session will go through to Q3. That's Oda Nathan, Cactus, Pandejo, Divan, Chili, Saggy Fat, Warlock, Tones, Cyclist, and Silent Knight. So looking at the World Championship, in this session we've got obviously got Warlock, which is our World Championship leader. And then also we've got, okay, now I'm not sure what happened, why Codemaster didn't put him through. There was a DNF next to his name, so I'm not sure what happened there, if he did set the time or not. Ada Nathan, so from a championship point of view and a championship contention, we really look at Warlock here. We're having a look at Saggy Fatface. Okay, Null obviously didn't go through for some other reason. Fourthmost also didn't go through for some other reason. So they're going to start at the back of the grid. Leslie Sharp not here tonight, and then the other one in the session is Chili for winning. So some plenty to play for. It looks like it's dry conditions. We can see who's on soft to mediums. Just a reminder that whatever time you set your fastest time on, or whatever tire you set your fastest time on in this session, will be the tire that you start the race on. So it's going to be interesting to see Pandejo on the mediums and Warlock on the mediums if they end up going for that. I can't see a reason why not. Everyone in the session will go through if they pick up the time and do not retire from the session based on mechanical failure or an accident. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on board with Pantejo in the Ferrari. He's finding himself in Tier 2 next season, and he's teaming up with his current season teammate, Fourthmate. So these two guys are going to tackle the Tier 2 drivers in the new F1 2020 game, and that's going to be exciting, and hopefully we can push a couple of races forward so we can move on to the 2020 game. So Pandejo on the mediums says he just needs to set the time. He will go automatically through, so no need for him to really take the pain out of his tires. You are going to start the race on it unless it's raining in the start of the race. So let's see what Pandejo do. Let's get on board with him and let him take us around a lap here in Brazil in the F1 2019 Codemasters game. So currently in pole position or in first place we've got Warlock on a 110, the Silent Knight just behind him, less than just less than a tenth away from him. Aiden Nathan on the 111, taking back place in 4th, Tones are in 5th, Divan in 6th, and Van Dejo being really clever. You're not taking anything out of these medium tyres. You just want to get a lap time on no matter how slow you are. Look after these tyres. You are going to start the race on with them if it doesn't rain. So some good thinking here by Van Dejo, and he's really come and leads him down. So hopefully he doesn't validate this lap. Get this lap under the belt. Retire from the session. Save those tyres. So he just got a nice fresh set of tyres on the start of the race. Him and Warlock, the only people on the mediums at the moment. The rest on the softs. So let's see if Van Dejo can just put a time up here. No matter what his time is, he will go through. And for some other reason, it looked like he validated that lap, so he's going to go for another run. No need to push right now. Cactus the Big, Sheldon also out on a pair of softs. So he just wants to put the lap time in and go through to Q3. And that will be good for him to get into Q3, have a good starting position on the grid, stay out of trouble the first couple of corners, and then just build his race from there. And we know Sheldon is very fast if he can put it together. So let's see. I think this track suits him a bit better as well. Let's see with Sheldon. Yeah, and there we go. It's a 1:14.0. That's good enough for him. So he can nicely pull the car over or back into the pits and start from the session. And we can just move on to Q3. Currently, the only guy who hasn't set the time is Van Dejo. He's still out on the lap. And validated his first lap. So let's see what he can do on his second lap. Yep, that puts him into 4th position, nice and easy, no stress on the tyres, on a 1:11.5, so that will take him to Q3. Everyone so far has set the time. Cactus and Tones retiring from the session. We're just waiting for the rest of the guys just to retire from the session. Everyone's set the time, so we should have 10 drivers if all the wheels are on the car in qualifying 3. Alright, Steven is just going for another lap here. And let's see, so Titus is, he's, I think, going out again for another run. Not sure why you want to do another run. You've gone through already to Q3. Just wasting a set of tires, but let's see. Warlock still also out. He's put a new pair of softs on. Aiden Mason has swapped for the mediums. So let's see what he can do. Let's see if he can improve that time of a 1:10. Not sure why we go out on the mediums right now. He's probably not going to get faster or be faster on the mediums than on the softs. Let's see. Devon Swan at the moment. I think he's going to retire from the session. Yep, there we go. So the only driver that we got left on track is Aiden Mason. Not sure why he wants to go out on mediums, but let's stick with him for a while and see if he can improve his time. Big lock up into that turn there. So let's see if he can improve his time on the mediums. Obviously, his fastest time on the softs is 2 tenths up on the mediums in sector 1. So that's a very good showing by him. Let's see if he can put this together. He's currently in 3rd position, just 2 tenths, just over 2 tenths behind him on Wonderful. He's a 10th up in sector 2, so let's see if he can get a little bit quick on these mediums. Maybe he would prefer to start on the mediums, not on the softs. Yeah, and he does not improve, so he's probably going to retire from this session, so we can move on to Q3. Right, and there we go. So qualifying 2, controlled by Warlock. In first, he's our championship leader. Divan Swanepoel in second, one of our tier 1 drivers. Aiden Nason effectively in second because Divan will not count at the end of the race. Aiden Nason in third, Silent Knight in fourth, Van Dijk in fifth, Chili Willy 6, Saggy Fatface 8, or 7, Titus 8, Cactus the Bigger 9, and Tans are in 10th position. Right, and the sun is shining, partially, yeah, in qualifying 3. So this is for pole position. So the guys have got plenty of tyres in this session, hopefully to pick up some really blistering lap times. So let's see who's out first and what do they go out on. So it looks like the first guy out of the pits is Saggy Fatface in a Renault. He's followed there by Warlock in the McLaren, and then Tones R. Titus Malema is also out. Looks like Aiden Nason is also out. Van Dijk just sitting a bit tight at the moment, so let's see. And there, as I say, that the Ferrari mechanics run outside, and the sole Ferrari left in qualifying 3, and he's gone out. So let's get the Saggy on board. He's going to be the first guy to really set the benchmark for the guys. He was first out. Right, and let's see what John Ulof's a Saggy Fatface can do. He also finds himself in Tier 2 during Tier 2 in Season 2. So let's see how he can keep this up. Nice turn in Turn 1 there. Turn 2 and 3 extremely strict on corner cutting, but he's made that very nicely. Going to DRS wide open, DRS, and you see a purple sector in Sector 1, but you would expect that because he's the first guy on a fastest lap, so let's see what he can get up to. We know that 109 is most definitely possible. Good traction. It's definitely going to be the benchmark for the rest of the guys, so let's see how long Saggy's time will sit on top. Brom Olivier saying good evening. How's it, Brom? Welcome to the stream. A bit of a quiet stream tonight. Only one commentator in the box, and he goes Kurt in Sector 2. And also we're finishing up on Season 1 in 2019, so we can get on with Season 2 in 2020. But let's put our focus now on John Ulofsson, second fat pace. Let's see what he can get up to on his first flying lap. 109.7. It's a really good benchmark time. So let's see. So he immediately gets pimped by Warlock on a 109. 108.9, which is really fast, 7 tenths quicker. Titus Malema taking third position now, just flipping Taggy Fatface. Aiden Nason coming in fourth on a 110.0. Cactus invalidated his lap. Let's see what Van Leeuwen can get up to in a Ferrari. He knows what's going on in front of him. Let's see what he can get up to. And for the first round, a 109.929 in fifth position. I think he'll be happy with that. He will probably go into the pit, put a fresh set of boots on. Chili for Willie, another championship contender. Silent Knight popping in seventh on a 110.4. Chili for Willie, let's follow him around and see what he can do in sector 2. Terence R also on a lap, just a couple of meters behind him. Let's see what he can get up to here. Nice traction out of that corner. Let's see if he can. I still can't get used to this automatic gear sound. But let's see what William Ducker Chili for Willie can get up to. He crosses the line. Where's this going to put him? It puts him into 8th position. Jones slotting himself there in 11th on the 111. I think he can definitely get into the 110s. Chili for Willie not far ahead of him. Cactus still needs to set the lap. He's invalidated that lap. So let's see if he's got enough fuel. He's got nice ERS build up. Fuel light's not flashing yet, so he's just preparing, getting that tires ready. Go on to a hot lap and see what he can do. He's currently in 10th position. So let's see what the Racing Point can get up to tonight. Leaf and Wen saying, come on, Cactus. Yeah, it's about time. I think we're all hoping for a good, consistent performance by Sheldon tonight. We're doing the world of good. Also help with his, I would say, he's just the way he's driving at the moment. I think he hasn't been driving for a while, so obviously not at his most comfortable. But let's see, maybe he can make up for that tonight. So hasn't invalidated through the Senna S's, which is extremely difficult in terms of track limits. So let's see how he can do. Fighting that steering wheel of this Racing Point. It's not easy to control this car at the moment. Not sure if it's set up or if Sheldon also taking some of the training wheels off. I can see his ABS is off. So let's see how he gets on, if he can cross the line. And he goes 111 flat basically, and that's enough to put him in 9th position at the moment. Silent Knight, he is out lap at the moment. Yeah, Lee, agree. We have waited all season long for a decent result from Cactus, and how nice would it be to have him in the comms box in the top 3? That would be really nice, Lee. I think we can all get drunk then. Henry is saying, I always want to say Henry. Henry Nagel saying, hi HP, good luck. Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be a good race for Jock Legrand, for Jock Nel, and also for Yaku there. right, so let's have a look here. Warlock is currently in the pits. Saggy is out on track, so he's put a fresh set of softs on. Currently, provisional pole sits for Warlock. He is currently first in the World Championship. And then you've got Saggy Fatface in second. He's in third in the World Championship, just 9 or 14 points adrift from Warlock. Divan Swanepoel, obviously a tier 1 driver. Pandejo in fourth. He's currently seventh in the World Championship. He's going to probably play the team game tonight with Porfmace assisting his teammate there. You've got Titus Malema in fifth, Aiden Nason in sixth, Silent Knight in seventh, Jennifer Willie in eighth at the moment, which is, I don't think that's where he wants to be. He's currently sixth in the World Championship and definitely have a chance of scoring some decent points and getting very close to that. But someone needs to finish on top of or in front of Warlock to make this interesting in Abu Dhabi. But let's see. So Saggy has put a purple sector in sector 1. Let's follow him. Sorry, I was at Saggy, that was Warlock, I think. So let's just follow Saggy around and see what he can do. A 109.4 for Saggy, so not an improvement on his previous time of 109.225. Warlock still in first position. He's sitting comfortably in the fifth. I don't think he's going to go out again. Saggy is probably not going to have another run at this. Divan currently in third position on the 109.5. Pandejo's out on track, so let's see what Pandejo can do. Bruce de Cock saying here, let's see how Willem can get through the field. Agree, there's not a lot of drivers tonight. There's only 15 of them. I'm not sure if it's going to be mixed conditions in the race, but Willem's definitely got the capability. He's going to start on the tyre of his choice if it doesn't rain in the beginning of the start of the race. So he can have a fresh set or a brand new set of mediums or hards or softs, whatever he chooses. So that will play into his favour. It all depends on lap 1 and 2. Stay out of trouble. Don't get mixed up in things. And yeah, the last thing you want to do now as a championship contender is have a DNF in the penultimate race of the season. So let's hope for the best. Pandejo currently in fourth. He's trying to get onto the front row of the grid. So let's see if he can jump a position, at least get himself into third. Oh, purple sector in sector 2. 4 tenths up in sector 2. It's just a matter of keeping it together. Let's see, maybe this can be a very good lap by Pandejo. Let's see if he can keep this together. Crosses the line into second. What a lap. What a lap by Pandejo. Marco just slotted himself there. He had an extremely good sector 2. A 109.13. So literally just 2 tenths off the pace from Warlock, and that is great to see from Pandejo. And Pandejo has obviously improved a lot. He had a great session in Russia in pre-season testing, which was great to see. He was one of the stars, I would say, or the underdogs in pre-season testing, and he just made it count and got himself a very comfortable seat in tier 2 during season 2. So I think he should be very happy. So the checkered flags out. Everyone has crossed so far. So this stage it's Saggy Fatface. And I didn't see that coming. A 109.97. I did not see that lap, and apologies for that. I was focusing on Van Deger here. He jumps in front of Warlock, which is going to put the cat amongst the pigeons. Divan in third. Van Deger now moves all the way to fourth. But what a great lap by Van Deger nonetheless. Right, and as we just go through the Saggy Fatface, pole position, followed by Warlock, two championship contenders with Divan Swanepoel, tier 1 driver. Van Deger in fourth, Titus Malema in fifth, Silent Knight in sixth, Aiden Nason in seventh, Tones in eighth, Chili for Willie in ninth, and Cactus the Big in 10th position. Obviously, big guys to have a look out for would be definitely Oki, Nell, and Porthmace, starting outside of the top 10, but it's going to be interesting racing for us tonight. It's going to also be interesting to see what tyre choices Willem and or Porthmace and OQ now decides to do. So let's see what they can get up to. As we're just waiting for all the drivers just to set all their race strategies. It's going to be interesting to see if we have dry weather start of the race. And there we go. So formation lap on. Let's stick with our pole sitter. Saggy Fatface in the Renault. He needs to finish in front of Warlock to take this all the way through. He can't lose any more points to Warlock. Warlock currently leading him by 14 points. And then Okinal another 4 points adrift. So Okinal 18 points adrift. The closest guy to Warlock at the moment is Porthmace, 5 points adrift. And he starts all the way from top. So let's just see what the guys have fitted. Right, so if I have a look at this, Donovan Duffy has opted to go for a brand new set of mediums at the back of the pack. Porthmace on a pair of softs, Okin Null on softs. And then you've got Van Deger sitting extremely pretty in fourth position on a pair of mediums. And Aiden Nason in seventh on mediums. So it's going to be interesting to see if these guys can keep up with the soft tires. How long will the soft tire actually last here in Brazil? And what can Porthmace and OQNL and Donovan Duffy do all the way from the back of the grid? So this is going to be an exciting one. So strap yourself in, make a cup of coffee. This is going to get interesting. Penultimate race here in Brazil of season 1. Right, as we just wait for everyone to line up in the grid, and everyone is ready. Let's see if the mediums are going to stick with the softs. We've got 5 lights, and it's away we go. Penultimate race here of season 1. We're on Brazil. A brilliant start there by Saggy. He goes in. Van Deger extremely courageous there on the inside. Warlock in second, Diva now in third, Van Deger in fourth. He gets pimped by Titus at the moment. Oh, and there's a big spin. It looks like Van Deger is falling all the way back. He had a massive spin. He's now behind his teammate. He's not going to be of much help to his teammate there. That's not what he wanted. Safety cars out. I'm not sure who is retired there. Donovan Duffy gets a time penalty. I just want to see if there's any damage on that Ferrari. Yeah, end plate's gone. It's going to be extremely difficult on this low downforce track to control that Ferrari, so I'm not sure what Vandecha wants to do. There was definitely contact between him, I think, and Titus or someone. I see Chili Willy all the way to the back as well. What's going on there? But O'Connell, what a start from him. He's currently in 4th position. He needs to win this race tonight in front of Warlock to take his chances of the World Championship all the way to Abu Dhabi. The safety car is out. I'm not sure for who. I see a couple of guys ducking into the pits here. Silent Night. Let's just have a look. Silent Night. Yes, Donovan Duffy also into the pits. Vandecha into the pits. Tormund Kills into the pits. So it's been a hectic first round. So it's going to be interesting to see what Vandecha does. New front nose for him. A brand new pair of softs for him. Also there for Tormund Kills, new nose, brand new set of mediums seems to be. So out of this whole turn 1, like I said, we must try to keep it clean. Silent Night had to stop Vandecha, so did Titus Malema, Tormund Kills and Donovan Duffy all had to pit on lap 1. For damage. So let's see what they're on. So Titus is gone for the medium, so is Tormund, so is Silent Night, and the rest is all gone for the softs. But sitting pretty at the moment, AQNL, Saggy Fat Face in 1st position, followed by championship leader Warlock, and then Devon's wonderful tier 1 driver in 3rd, and AQNL also championship contender in 4th at the moment. But he needs to get on with it. He needs to try to get past Devon as quickly as possible, get at the back of Warlock, put him under pressure, and see what he can do from there. For Warlock's championship point of view, he just needs to finish in front of either Saggy, AQNL, Portmaze, and Chili for Willy, and that will just strengthen his chances. It will just take a lot of pressure off him going into Abu Dhabi. We know Abu Dhabi is not one of the easiest tracks on the calendar. But let's see, safety car out still. I think it's going to be another lap, and then the safety car will pop in. Looks like our cameraman is drunk, the way he's moving left, right and centre here. So let's go to a different camera view here. So OKNL sitting very pretty. Just want to see in terms of position changes. He made up 7 positions in lap 1, followed by Portmaze made up 5 positions. Isitronic, Sean Tozen, who got the 2020 game, very happy for him. He made up 6 positions. And your biggest loser so far looks to be Vandecha, Titus and Chili. And there was definitely contact between Vandecha and Titus if I look at the data that I'm seeing. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm pretty sure the stewards will have their hands full afterwards. So on the left hand side of your picture you can see who's where currently in the standings, and also what tire they fitted and how many laps they've done in that tire. Just to remember that under the safety card you tend to look after your tires, build up your save some fuel. So you can just get an extra 2 laps maybe out of these tires where you wouldn't have normally. And the last thing you want to do is just stick very close to someone on the formation lap, like OKNL did there, and get a bit of damage on your and he just gets a 5-second penalty, and that's just not going to be nice. And then he gets caught on the restart, so all that hard work for nothing really. Let's have a look here. Saggy. Warlock just behind Saggy. Saggy didn't get away from Warlock, but let's see in the first couple of sectors if Saggy can put some daylight between him and Warlock. It's important for him in the championship to finish in front of Warlock. If Warlock obviously gets past and Saggy, he just needs to control this. So other big guys to look out for is, I see there's a big battle between OQ and Nell. I think he's got damage on that Alpha after that 5-second penalty that he got. I just want to see. Yeah, there's an end plate missing on that Alpha for OQ and Nell. Aiden Nason are currently in 4th position. Puffmace, second in the World Championship. He's got no damage. He's just trying to keep it clean. He's currently in 7th. He needs to get past Antony as quick as possible. Get in the back of Divan and let Divan just drag him towards the front runners. But he can't waste too much time. There's only 32 laps left. Anything can happen still. But he needs to get as quick as possible past him. So DRS not enabled yet. It's first lap after the safety car. But he's got DRS. So let's see what he does. Oh dear, just a little bit too cautious there. So Pandeja also catching the scoop now. He's in a brand new set of socks. Donovan Duffy is just so it's a 4-horse race. Donovan going on the inside of Esotronic makes that work. So he's now behind Puffmace, and he's obviously chasing that Ferrari. Willem chasing down Esotronic at the moment. Warlock getting extremely close to Saggy, yeah, within 5/10. I think he needs to, he's just waiting for the DRS on the start-finish straight, get nice traction out of that last corner, use the DRS. Hopefully he's got plenty of DRS left in the tank, so he can make this work on the start-finish straight. DRS now only enabled this lap, so he will get and a big smash there, a collision there. I'm not sure if there's any damage to that McLaren, but that's going to put him under pressure from OQ Nell now gets DRS, he's behind him. Oh, he goes in on the inside, pushes him wide, and now it's OQ Nell at the back of Saggy. So a Warlock losing a position there to OQ Nell. I'm not sure if there's any damage on that McLaren. We'll have a closer look and see if Warlock's got any front end damage. But OQ Nell now currently in 2nd, and this is what Warlock didn't want, is to have OQ Nell and Saggy in front of him, 2 championship contenders, and he really doesn't want to get caught up with Donovan and Puffmace catching him very quickly. It's the last thing you want to do, is being caught by those guys. Hopefully there is no damage. I can see there's an end plate on the right hand side missing on the McLaren, so it's not going to be easy. Currently Aiden Nason in a lonely 4th position, and the Mercedes, a very good drive by him. Just remember, he is on the mediums, he's not on the softs, so he can go an additional stint longer than anyone else around him. Turns currently, and I can see as Willem Puffmace is now behind Donovan. He, both of them needs to get past Antonio. Antonio having a really good drive in 5th position, 6 up old softs. So let's see if Willem and Donovan can get close to Terence Aria. For them, championship for Willem, he needs to get past both of these guys very quickly to get to the back of Aiden Nason. He is on the faster tyre, so let's see at the moment. But at the moment, Aiden Nason is doing an extremely good job on the mediums. So Puffmace in 7th, Divan in 8th, he's a bit lonely in 8th. Then you've got Sean Esotronic in 9th, he's being caught by Pandejo in 10th. We had a dismal first couple of corners. There's Senna S is Cactus the Big in 11th, he's just outside of the points. And then Tormund Kills in 12th, Titus Malema in 13th, and Solomite in 14th. But let's have a look here. OQ Nell now all over the back of Saggy Fat Face there. DRS wide open. Is he going to get close? because he needs to build up some ERS. But Saggy at the moment also more than the same ERS. So these two guys just not getting away from Warlock at the moment. Warlock only a second behind, so he's almost within DRS range from these guys. Okinal at this stage of the race does look a bit quicker than Saggy. He goes out on the outside. Is he going to make the stick? Yes, he is. A good move there by Okinal. So a top 3 battle. Okinal, Saggy, Fatface and Warlock. 3 championship contenders in the top 3 positions. Just a reminder that Okinal has got a 5-second penalty that he probably will serve in the next pit stop, so he needs to make the most out of this, try to get away from these guys. And a comfortable lead between Warlock and Adnason, 5 seconds. We've got Donovan Duffy in 8th or in 5th. But Warlock, with that end plate being missing, yeah, he's sticking tight to the guys. I see Forfmace has just gone past Tones. That was important for him in the championship. He needs to catch up now with Donovan Duffy, who's just in front of him. And further up the field, they need to get by Adnason. So not sure what time, what lap these guys will start pitting. But let's get to the front 3 runners because it's very tight here. Okay, now not getting away as he would like. 17th from Saggy. And then Warlock in 3rd. Okay, now putting a little bit of breathing space between him, Saggy, and Warlock now. So it's stabilizing in the front now. All 3 of these guys are on the softs. Adnason on the mediums in 4th. Very good drive by him. Donovan Duffy just 1.4 seconds catching Adnason in 5th. Forfmace another 2 seconds behind Donovan. He's also catching. Bandega currently in 9th. And then Cactus the Big still in 11th, just 1 spot away from points. So Donovan has caught Adnason extremely quickly on the faster compound tire. He's now this is lap 10 of 36, so you can see in the background there Forfmace is catching up with these guys, but Donovan needs to get in with it if he wants to have a shot at a podium. Fastest lap by him, a 1:12.1. Really good lap time there by him as Adnason in front of him locks up. Let's see what kind of drive Donovan can get out of here. He doesn't have a lot of DRS at his disposal. Or sorry, ERS, but DRS wide open. He's probably not going to have enough on this part of the track. No, he's just going to have to buy his time. Hold up some ERS for the start finish straight. Oh, running a bit wide there. Forfmace. The battle in front here between Donovan and Adnason is just bringing Forfmace into play. For Forfmace, he obviously needs to get as close as possible to Warlock. You don't want to lose too many points to the championship leader. So Julie will also hand clap here. Agree. So John is really doing well at the moment, currently in 2nd, 1.3 seconds away from Warlock. And that gap is stabilized now. Willem catching these guys. Let's see if Donovan, he just can't get close enough to Adnason at the moment. And just bear in mind, Adnason is on the medium compound tire, so he can stay out a little bit longer than these guys, so he will just probably lead the race for a couple of times. Divan Swanepoel just going past on Tony. Tones are in 8th position, so Divan now up into 7th. in the Alpha. Van Dege in 9th, he's 3 seconds away from Tones R. So gaps nicely spread open now. Donovan and Aiden Mason still keeping each other busy, and Fourth Mason needs to utilize this. He needs to start getting quick laps in here, trying to catch these two while they're battling it out. Oh, going a bit wide there from Aiden Mason. This is Donovan's chance. He's going to get DRS. He's got plenty of ERS. Oh, not sure what's going on here. Yeah, and rightfully so, Donovan. Oh, big accident. Not sure what was there. I'm not going to comment on that. There could be lag involved. But there was no space really there. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So Donovan's got damage. Aiden Mason has definitely got damage on that car of his. And that just brings Bofmace has been into the pits. He's put on the hard compound tire, so he's going to go all the way to the end, and the same with looks like it's Electronic, Sean Tozen. And the gap in front is stabilized nicely. You've got Oki Null in front by 1.4 seconds, Warlock in second, Divan in third. Sorry, Oki Null in first, David by second, Warlock third, Divan in fourth, Donovan in fifth after that collision. Not sure that's going to be sent to the stewards, most definitely. He ducks into the Van Dege is now just behind him, so let's see if Van Dege, he's been keeping it clean after that first lap incident. So let's see if Van Dege can get close to Donovan here and get past, and he'll start chasing after Divan. So Porfmo is currently in 9th, but he probably doesn't have to pit again, so he's hoping that there will be no safety car during this period, or else that would just completely mess with his strategy. So Donovan and Van Dege was one of the guys who pitted on the first lap due to damage in an incident. So they have been in the pits. Obviously a fourth place, and Antoni opted for the hard compound tire, not wanting to pit again. But in front, things have stabilized nice. Oki now in first. We've got Saggy in second. We've got Warlock in the McLaren in third. And Divan Swanepoel in fourth. A very lonely fourth there for him. Van Dege in fifth, catching Divan very quickly at the moment. Donovan Duffy, he hasn't pitted with that nose damage, but he will probably go into the pits as soon as lap 17, I would think. So between Okinel and Saggy, they're putting a bit of a gap between Warlock now, 2.5 seconds. So I'm not sure if he had a mistake or something. But Saggy catching up obviously with Okinel. just within DRS range. So if he keeps it tight and keep his ERS intact, if he's got enough fuel, he can probably have a go at him on a start-finish straight, and then on the next section of DRS, which is just after the Senna S's. You can see there that Donovan, I think, has gone into the pits. Yes, and he's fitted a brand new set of hard, so he's coming out in 10, just in front of Silent Night, so that's safe for him. Yeah, there we go. And the fourth most to look out for, he's currently in 7th and doesn't have to pit. Just want to see what the time is here, but fourth most is 40 seconds behind the leader, so a pit stop normally takes you here, I think 25 seconds, so that's not working so well for him. And as we get on board with the leaders again, Saggy now getting extremely close to O'Connell within DRS range. So the first of the front runners are pitting, that is Warlock. Let's see what he puts on. He's probably trying to get an undercut. Brand new set of mediums, a new nose for that damage that he had. And let's see where he will come out. So he comes out just behind Van Dejo, behind Aiden Mason. But they still need to, all of them still needs to pit. Let's just keep in touch with the fourth mice. Where is he currently on track? He's just coming onto the start-finish straight, so that didn't work so nicely for Willem. He's going to fall in behind Warlock on a set of hards, and Warlock on a set of mediums, so he's going to put on a slower tire. So that's going to be a challenge for him from here. It's going to be interesting to see if O'Connell, Saggy, and Divan is going to react to that pit stop from Warlock to see if Warlock can get the undercut. So let's have a look at the time here. So currently Warlock is 31 seconds behind O'Connell. So let's see if we can get that below the 30s and make the undercut work for him. O'Connell decides to stay out, and you can already see so Van Dejo's in the pits. So O'Connell was also in the pits, apologies for that. So he's decided to go for it, he's not going to waste time. And Saggy has jumped him into the pits, so Saggy has come out in front of O'Connell in the pits. And a very good pit stop there. I think that was the 5-second penalty that O'Connell served. So Saggy comes out in front on the mediums, in front of O'Connell, but most importantly, Warlock did get the undercut. He is currently ahead of Saggy and ahead of O'Connell. So the undercut definitely worked for him. He had a very good outlap, just to put him in front of those guys. So good strategy there by Warlock. So after the first round of pit stops, a couple of guys hasn't pitted yet, and that is Divan Swanepoel, Van Dejo. He's there currently in first and second. Aiden Nason and 18 lap old mediums. He still needs to pit. So Warlock puts the purple sector in. He's really nailing it now. He wants to get away from these oaks. Fourth mice in 7th on the hards. Not sure if the hard was the right strategy for him, but that might come later into the race towards him. 1:12.8 for Warlock, so he puts up the fastest time. And Divan Swanepoel in the pits. He comes out of the pits on a brand new set of mediums. and he will come out behind O'Connell. Just keep an eye on Portmais. He's going to come out in front of Portmais. Yes, he does. So we're just waiting for Pandejo and Aiden Nason. So let's see what Pandejo's plan is here. Maybe he's got a plan to bring the pack together for Portmais. See if he plays the team game. But Warlock all over the back end of Aiden Nason here. And that gives Saggy the chance of catching up a bit there after that really good first 2 laps from Warlock. But he is going to get DRS. Oh, big contact between O'Connell and Saggy. Not sure what they were trying to do there. Divan just comes past first. Thank you very much. The Saggy has got damage. O'Connell, it doesn't look like he's got any damage on the Alpha. No, he doesn't. So all looks good with the Alpha. Saggy not doing his World Championship. But any good there. And as I say, that safety car's out, safety car, big accident there between Aiden Nason and Warlock. I saw that coming. That did not look pretty whatsoever. I'm not sure how much damage is on that McLaren. But this brings safety car out. This brings in Pandejo and Portmais. So they can pit now for a brand new set of mediums, maybe even a pair of softs if they have. They can really make this work for them. So this is going to be a very busy stint in the pit, I would suggest. Just want to see if there's any... yeah, that McLaren's got no nose. He's going to have to go and pit. Divan sitting pretty in second, just keeping it together. O'Connell, no damage in third. Saggy with damage in fourth. He's going to have to pit. Portmais. What's going on here? So Pandejo giving the position to Portmais there. We all expected that. So let's see if Willem ducks into the pits as well as Pandejo. I would definitely to get a fresher pair of tyres, a quicker pair of tyres on. So Divan has decided to stay out. O'Connell also decided to stay out. Saggy just comes past. He's decided to stay out with that damage. Warlock into the pits. He's going to put on a fresh pair of softs. That's going to make him extremely quick. Pandejo decided to stay out. Not sure why these guys did not pit. Ideal opportunity to get rid of that hard Portmais. So not sure why the guys didn't pit. So currently your leader Divan Swanepoel with 3-lap old mediums, followed by O'Connell 4-lap old mediums, Saggy Fatface 4-lap old mediums, Portmais 10-lap old hards. I'm pretty sure he needs to pop into the pits. Pandejo, fresh set of mediums, Warlock and a fresh set of softs. And if I look at the pack behind Willem Portmais, he's missed his opportunity to pop into the pits. It's going to be very difficult for him to keep the rest of the guys behind him. Now Willem pits. Makes absolutely no sense to me why Van Dijk pitted first. Willem is the championship contender. He should have pitted first. I'm not sure what the Ferrari guys did there, but that it almost looks like a Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc mess from the start all over again. So if I was Ferrari, I would not be happy. I'm not sure it was the team arrangement there. But this is going to put Willem now all the way in 7th position on a pair of new softs. But most importantly, he's behind Donovan Duffy, he's behind Warlock, and he's behind his teammate, which is not good unless Van Dijk can pull a rabbit out of a hat here. Safety car should be in this lap, but very strange to see Willem not pitting first. So not sure if the safety car is going to be in this lap. I haven't seen a notification yet. Yes, it's in this lap. So Divan currently leading via O'Connell, Saggy Fatface in third, Van Dijk in fourth. Let's see what he can do from there. Donovan Duffy and Warlock in fifth, Donovan in sixth. But most importantly, Warlock on a brand new set of softs. With only 10 laps to go, you have to favour him for the win. He's extremely fast, and let's see what he can do. So as we get racing again for the third time here in Brazil, and you can already see that tires, grass all over the place there. And as I say that, there goes Saggy Fatface here at the moment. Not sure what happened to him, but that brings Van Dijk down third, Warlock in fourth. And Portsmouth now just behind Donovan. Donovan just behind Warlock. So this is going to get interesting. It's going to be a sprint race till the end here. Another 12 laps or 11 laps to go. Willem losing a lot of time to Donovan there, so he didn't make that work for him. Warlock at the back of Van Dijk, and Divan comfortably in the lead at the moment with O'Connell just behind him. Warlock getting extremely close, 10 laps left. He is extremely close to Van Dijk at the moment. He jumps on the inside. Let's see what Van Dijk is going to do. Oh, he closes the door nicely, stays in front. So he's got O'Connell, but definitely he will get DRS assistance here. Yes, he does. I think it's a little bit just too far away from Van Dijk. And Donovan a bit further behind. Willem not keeping up with the pace at the moment. Maybe he's battling to get the salt switched on. A very tight race here between Okinel, Pandejo, Warlock and Donovan. Currently down the field, we've got Tones in 7th, a very good drive by him. He's just off the pace from Willem. Very good drive by Sean. He had such a good drive last week, or the week before, in the USA. Saggy Fatface after that spin-off by him. I think he's furious in the helmet. He's in 9th. Tormund Kills in 10th at the moment. I think this is the moment. Warlock's simply going to go on the outside here. DRS open. Yeah, he does make it work. He goes out on the outside of Pandejo. So now next up for Warlock is Okinel. This is just strengthening his championship position at the moment. And if you can really get past Okinel, well, that's going to be very difficult for the rest of the guys to catch up with him in Abu Dhabi unless something goes horribly wrong there for him. Currently he's leading Willem by 5 points, so that will increase now with Wolfmace being in 6th position. He's obviously 14 points ahead of Saggy, and with Saggy being in 9th place, that's going to increase a lot. Okinel, he's 18 points ahead of him, but Okinel is currently in front of him, so if you can get past Okinel, he can increase that gap. So for Warlock, really, it's just about getting past Okinel. And once he gets past him, it's just try to retain that position, or maybe he even doesn't have to get past Okinel, not risk his race. There's only 8 laps remaining, so just stick it out there, make sure you finish, make sure you've got no instance. And as I say that, he puts the fastest lap of 110. He's really on it at the moment. Is he going to go on the inside? Almost. Good driving by these two. Oh, okay, now running extremely wide there. It's going to give Warlock the possibility of a chance to just get close to that gearbox, build up some ERS, and stay close to Okinel and try to see if he can do anything on the start-finish start. Right, let's get on board here with Warlock to see if he can get a good drive. Okinel gets a very good drive out of the last turn. He's going to get the DRS, but I think he's a little bit too far away. It's all about just trying to stick as close as possible to Okinel, use the second DRS zone, and see what he can do from there. So Okinel gets a very good drive out of that. I'm not sure if Warlock is close enough to Okinel to make this work. Not on this lap. Question is Pandejo going to back up Donovan right into fourth place? So fourth place, if Pandejo plays this good, he can give Willem a 2-position gain here and just put him behind Warlock, just to decrease that gap that Warlock would have in the championship. So it's going to be interesting to see what Pandejo does here. With Willem getting extremely close to Donovan, it looks like the tires has come to him now. He's very close here. I would think with DRS he's probably going to make this work. There goes right on the outside. Ooh, and all of a sudden, very close here between Oki and Nell, Jivan and Warlock. So two alphas leading the way with McLaren just behind him. And if Warlock takes the win tonight, it's going to be extremely difficult to catch him in Abu Dhabi in terms of points differential. Oh, big moment there for Divan as he loses the car. So he can't enter. Oh, no, no, no. That was not good thinking by Divan. Unsafe track entry there by him, looks to be. That's put Warlock now behind Volksmace, Donovan, Van Derga and Divan. O'Connell all of a sudden in the lead. He was the lucky draw of that incident there, keeping it clean. So he's in front now. That's going to do the world of good for his championship standing. Divan in second. Yeah, not sure what happened there. Van Derga in third. He needs to play the game here, most probably trying to get Willem in touch with Donovan so that Willem can get a podium. If Willem can get a podium, it will bring him very close to Warlock at the moment. He needs to finish in front of Warlock to make it interesting in Abu Dhabi. Brilliant move there by Donovan to get in front of Van Derga. I don't think that's the game that Ferrari wanted to play. With Donovan now ahead of Van Derga, he can just well make way for Willem to come through. Although Willem is batting. Warlock now all the way down in 6th position. Tones are in 7th. And then you've got Esichonic in 8th. Very good drive by him. Saggy, very unlucky. Eventful race for him. Don't think he's a happy man under that helmet. So as we enter the last lap here in Brazil, currently O'Connell in front, followed by Divan Swanepoel. But effectively it will be Donovan Duffy in second, Van Dejo in third, Hofmeister in fourth, Warlock in fifth. The turns are at sixth, Citronic in seventh, Saggy in eighth, and Tormund Kuhls in ninth. It's going to be interesting to see if Van Dejo will let Willem come past on the last lap. Willem is still fighting for the championship. Van Dejo is not in the championship whatsoever. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's going to be team orders there. If there is, it will put Willem on the podium. It will put him into third position. And at least take a couple of points away from Warlock. Like I said earlier, Hofmeister is just 5 points adrift from Warlock. And as I say that, Hofmeister, the team has spoken, the tribe has spoken. Van Dejo doing the right thing there. It's good to see. Well done, Van Dejo. It's not nice to give up a podium, but sportsmanship and obviously for the team. So a brilliant drive there by Van Dejo. But as we follow O'Connell around, that's a win for O'Connell. We'll see what penalties does. Donovan Duffy moved up into second with Divan's penalties. We're just waiting for Hofmeister to come through. Hofmeister finished in third. Van Dejo in fourth. And we're just waiting for the guys to come through and finish off. But a very good drive by O'Connell, Donovan Duffy, Hofmeister sticking in there, Van Dejo playing the team game, and well done, Van Dejo. It's not nice to give up a podium, but well done to you. And as we see that your race final result for Brazil, O'Connell in first, followed by Donovan Duffy, Hofmeister in third, Van Dejo fourth, Divan Swanepoel in fifth, but that will promote Tones R to sixth, Saggy Fatface into seventh, Citronic into eighth, and Warlock into ninth. So we will have a new championship leader as we go into Abu Dhabi. Warlock losing a lot of points here to O'Connell and Donovan Duffy. And Hofmeister, but a very eventful race. So from my side in the comms box, it's been a lonely night, but thank you very much for everyone watching. Well done to O'Connell in the Alpha for winning. Well done to Donovan in the Williams, putting a Williams up on there. We've seen a lot of Williams with Jacques Lefrancie as well. Hofmeister ending up on the podium thanks to his teammate Van Dejo letting him through. Well done to the two Ferrari drivers. And then rounding up your top 10 is Divan in 5th, Tones in 6th, Saggy in 7th, Citronic 8th, Warlock in 9th, and Tormund Kuhls in 10th. So from my side, yeah, well done to all the drivers. We will let you know about the next race. Hopefully we can push another race in this week in Abu Dhabi. But from my side, this is Tier 1 in Brazil signing off for you. Have a great evening and thanks for watching.